Actor Q.
That song is amazing. I just saw it and I was like, it was amazing. That song is amazing. And that was kind of by like a bigger guy, right? As I went to it, you can kind of see that he is a little bit more chubbier. In appearance, right? You know, this guy, his name is Jordan Smith. It made me cry because that's what I believe in everything from that song. Especially on a Sunday. I am sorry guys. I'm live on YouTube right now. I so and everything. That song I love. I was like, oh my gosh, for a Sunday to listen to that on a Sunday, and guy's name is Jordan Smith, who is on TikTok, and there are a lot of good things about TikTok, but there are also a lot of things that are really toxic on TikTok. But yeah, that was a special song, and it touched me. It really touched me, and I was like, wow, it's amazing. And when you try to post it on like Instagram or things like that, people are like, they're like, oh, this is Sony. It's like, okay, I don't care, but it's something that makes people feel good. So why are you going against, people feeling good? But it's just dumb contracts with Sony. You can't send this or whatever shit is happening and stuff. But watch that video is basically what it's called today, right? The video. When the truth comes out, what do? Right? When the truth comes out, what are you doing now? When the truth comes out, right? So many of us are looking for truths in our lives, right? Whether we want that to be now or it could be coming, or we don't even know it's coming, but it's gonna come regardless, right? And so we have to make sure we're positioning ourselves in the best positions possible for success, being aware, being courageous. There's truths I've found out that I'm like, oh my gosh, if I wouldn't have done this wouldn't have happened, or just in general, when I find out a truth, I'm like, totally, I feel set free. I feel that emotion. I'm just like, oh my gosh, the truth literally hurt me, but the truth later on started healing me and made me a better person because of it.
Watch that video.
So it's like, the truth I've learned is the greatest weapon. That was another quote I saw. The truth is the greatest weapon you could ever possess, ever. And whether it's good or bad, the truth will always help you. But what I've learned the most, and this is part to a different video too, I always say that, but when it comes to the truth, it doesn't really matter as much as it does to you when you find out that truth. Because it's going to affect you. Sure, it's going to affect your family, friends, or whoever around you, but it's going to affect you. And what are you going to do with that truth? What are you going to do with what you have learned? What is the truth? What is the truth? Whether it's good or bad, your responses to that could bring out another truth, right? So, an example, there's been, this is another video, so I don't want to talk about that yet, but when you find out the truth, it's like, oh my gosh, right? Whether it's good or bad, but it's like finding out the truth, so putting yourself in the best position possible for yourself, and just doing your best. And I've learned this year, I'd be more grateful for what you have, right? Be more grateful. I was like this. I'm like, whenever I'm struggling in my life, I wanted to encourage myself to say, whenever I'm encouraging myself, whenever I am feeling low or anything like that, or I see on the news something happened, or what happened recently that was crazy. I don't know. This kid, I went to the school. I go and sub, right? I haven't been there in a while, but I'm going to go there on Tuesday. I'm going to go to school and sub for a day because I haven't seen the kids in a while. But this kid was like, he was crying because it was someone else's birthday. And things like that. And he was like, I never got a straw or anything. And he started crying. I'm like, what are you crying for? He's just crying because he never got a straw. I'm like, oh my gosh. So I'm bringing him one on this Tuesday. I haven't seen him in about a month, but I told him I'd bring him one if I could, just things like that. Like, I guess the teacher gives out birthday stuff, but she missed one of the kids' birthday in the class. And I'm coming in there to help out the teacher for the day. And I found out that this happened. And it sucks, but to find that out, but it's like, I was getting so mad, but I'm just like, there's nothing I can do about that situation. There's really nothing I can do.
Feeling low or anything.
And so there's nothing I can do about that. Oh my gosh, sorry. I'm trying to video on both my phones too. There's nothing I can do about that. Right? And it's just like, when bad things are happening, or things like when you're upset, you're like, my life sucks. I just want to say automatically, boom, are you homeless right now? Are you like these people in Salt Lake City or in different worse areas? Right? So how can you talk when you're not homeless? How can you talk when someone in your family hasn't just died? Can you be grateful enough to right now, even though you're going through something hard, just be grateful enough? Like, seriously, just be grateful enough that you're not at a place where somebody else is right now. And that always tells me straight up, Rome, knock it the, F off right now. Because you could be in a way worse position than you are. I dramatize everything. I do. I'm a catastrophizer, right? In school, I think somebody called me, or when I was in treatment, people know I catastrophized everything. That was due to both trauma, and that's just my personality. But literally every time I get mad, that I literally, like today I was on T-Mobile, right? I was talking on T-Mobile, and I was like, can you cancel this line? Because I don't need a third line. I only need my iPhone and my Apple Watch, right? So I can't. And they're like, you want to stay? But they're trying to get you to stay. T-Mobile's trying to get you to stay, to get your money, to do this and that. But I told them I don't need all these lines. I need my iPhone and my Apple Watch that both have service. And that's all I need right now. I got so upset and everything, but it's just like, oh my gosh, it could be a lot worse, right? It could be a lot worse. They could be taking more money on my bank right now, just taking a lot more than what I should. I'm just like, so just being more grateful for that, just things like that, coming out like that. But really, when the truth comes out about all that, then it's just like, wow, it's like a wow, right? And you're sitting there a little bit, and you're just like, oh my gosh. Yeah, it's like a lot, it's
Talking
like a lot.
T-Mobile
It's a lot.
when I was on T-Mobile.
It's just a lot, And so it's like, be prepared. If you're not prepared, then I don't know about that. I don't know, but when the truth comes out, it could be good, it can be bad, but you just got to really wait for it and look for it. So, and it'll be even more real when you're facing that truth that it comes out to, right? There's so many deep truths that still aren't found out about the world and people that all we can do is learn each and every day. And so